What better way to start off the afternoon than with some football, huh? It's time to get things started here on the NFL on EA Sports. Coming up, a contest that looks real good on paper between the New York Giants and the Cleveland Browns.
John Parker Romo.
Ready to get this game started. Here's John Parker Romo. And off we go from Cleveland. Return coming from the 6. They'll have decent field position to begin with here. He's tackled just beyond that 30-yard line.
At their own 31-yard line.
All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10.
Brown 80! What's that?
Now the first carry for Quinshon Judkins. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play.
Stopped right at the line, but might as well have been a loss of yards as far as the offense is concerned. It's always humbling when you try force versus force, and the defense wins out.
Working from the gun, it's Allen. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
See the pass, time up your hit, and jar that ball loose. Not a lot of players are hanging on through a well-placed hit like that one.
56, 56! Hey, tight. What is that?
Allen on 3rd down. Lions running back Judkins. And that is a great stop to deny him the marker. It's going to be 4th down.
A gain of 9. That's 4th down.
They'll go Judkins. The defense seizing the opportunity. Great stop. They've got a turnover on downs, and they get their guys the ball in plus territory.
These 4th down runs, it's all about want to and will. Want to keep it conservative offensively, try to move it across, but that defense was having none of it, and now they get themselves off the field.
We've set it downs from the 37. And in motion, out of the slot. First game on the ground to Jahmyr Gibbs. Cuts it to the right sideline. Touchdown, New York! The Giants get a perfect start. They've gone up 6-0. It's a Jahmyr Gibbs touchdown.
Kate, that's just simply the difference-making edge that these elite running backs bring to you. A lot of backs can get you 10 yards, 20 yards, but the elite backs, they can take it to the house.
This one is up and good. And the Giants will jump out to a 7-0 lead. Here's Romo to handle the kickoff. He fields it from the 8. And this manages to get just beyond that 30-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
We've set it downs for him from the 31. Throwing now on 1st down, Allen. A little screen pass for Judkins. And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense.
I know coordinator, quarterback going to be upset with that 1st down because you call a screen on 1st, you're thinking stay ahead of schedule. Even a minimal gain to stay on pace, but instead, the defense creates a negative play and sets him back behind the sticks.
And they're all the way across midfield before he's brought down. Moving quickly, trying to get set.
27 yards. And the Browns, 1st down. 1st and 10 at their
On 1st down, Allen. Oh, he put everything he had into that throw. It's a Cleveland touchdown. The Browns reach pay dirt for the first time this game. This is Andre Schmidt to try the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Browns tie this game 7-7. Now after tying this game up, they're all set to send her away. This return starts at the 5. He's brought down just inside the 25.
The Giants take over first and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The New York offense ready to get going here. It's first and 10. I'll start on the ground with Gibbs. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run.
You want to see the term read and react to the little video in the football dictionary? That's it.
Well, nothing doing on the last run. It's second and 10. They send a receiver in motion right. He finds Neighbors right side. Up the sideline he goes at the 35. And this is going to be out of bounds. Defense catches up to him near that 45. Big gainer here as he picks up 20. And the Giants are going to have the first down.
First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Throwing now out of the shotgun. And that's incomplete. Wanted to dial up the aggressiveness there like that, but couldn't connect. Second down.
That's somebody they're going to look for if he has any space, Steve. That space, though, Kate, just disappeared between when he let that pass go and when he actually made it down the field.
After the incomplete pass, here comes second and 10. Looking to throw here. That's cut at the 25. This one's going to move him all the way down to the 25-yard line. Give him 32 on that play. And it's good for a New York first down.
First and 10 at the 25-yard
Sets him up nice and pretty at the 25 following that big play. They'll toss it to Gibbs. He will go! Touchdown, New York! The Giants break the tie here in the first. It's a Jahmyr Gibbs touchdown. Romo on to try the point after. The point after splits the upright. And the Giants take the lead here, 14-7 in the first.
Round 7.
Here's Romo to handle the kickoff. Has this at the 6. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down.
Take over first and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Browns look just about ready, Brock. Here comes first and 10.
56, 56. It's out.
From the shotgun, it's Allen. Dumped off to his running back. And he's up to the 35-yard line as they reel him in.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for on first down. Textbook. It sets up second and very manageable, and it creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
Operating from the gun, it's Allen. He doesn't see a window he likes, so he just got rid of that one. It brings up third down.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
He's got it inside the 25. And he's going to take this one in for the Cleveland touchdown. The Browns make it a one-point game. And this is Schmidt for the extra point. He connects on the extra point drive. And the Browns tie things up at 14. So we've got a tie ball game now as they send this away. Here's a return from the 7. Only manages to get this back to the 20 before he's taken down.
First and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Offense to the line. They're going to have trips right to start out. They'll begin with a quick completion to the right side. He's across the 35. And they'll finally get him down at the 37-yard line. They rip off a huge chunk of field as the downs reset. Down inside the 40 now with a first down following that last play. Back to throw. Fits it through the middle. And they're going to be working from the red zone as he reaches the 16. That chunk worth a nice 21 yards. And the Giants are going to have the first down.
This entire play, Kate, depends on how well he can separate from his man. You get man-to-man coverage, it's really about two things: separation and trust. Because QBs want to throw it before he breaks, that's the trust. And then they got to believe that that separation could create the big play down the field.
On first down, it's Gibbs. And he's not going to manage to get back to the line even. Tackled for a loss, we've got 2nd and 11. And it's not just your quarterbacks, Brock Huard, who got to have short memories. You tell me this too, defenses need them sometime as well.
Yeah, 100%. You give up a big run, well, too bad. No time to dwell on it because you got to line up, buckle up that chin strap, and try to knock them backwards.
He's going to throw it. Good play on the football defensively. He knocks it away, and that's going to bring up 3rd down.
You know, I say this all the time. You get down there to the red zone, and things happen so fast. Those windows close in a hurry. Quarterback's fortunate that was one hand and not two hands that got on the football.
No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down. They've got a man in motion. 3rd and long for him here. Has him on the quick hitter. And he'll get this inside the 10 to the 9.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, when you can make a play in the open field, keep them short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
The only move this offense is making is toward the line, Brock. They're going for it, 4th and 3. And this one's overwhelmed. They drive him backwards and off the field with this turnover on downs.
Kate, that is all about the eyes of the defense, keyed in on the quarterback. Whether it was going to be a run or a throw, that defense was so locked in, they hold him short of the sticks.
Starting out trips right here. 1st and 10. Now Allen. Jump off, caught by his back. And he's going to be out of bounds, I think a yard or two short of the 20 here.
Kate, I don't know why every once in a while I'll get these little flashbacks, but a little play like that just flashes me back to the preseason, my first preseason. And one of the veteran QBs said, hey, Brock, whatever you do, just find completions. You will never go broke taking a profit. Go get a completion. They're the premium in this league.
2 yards on the pickup, and that leaves him with 3rd down and 3.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Allen on 3rd and short. Open this one off to Judkins. And he'll be out of bounds at the 25-yard line. Pick up a 5 on that play. And that's a Browns 1st down.
That's good for a Browns 1st down.
Throwing here, Allen. Short pass brought in. And this one gets to the 33-yard line before it stops. This has the makings of a shootout. A lot of points, but still tied as we reach the end of one. Both teams neck and neck so far. More from Cleveland coming up in just a moment. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
And just in case this offense didn't have enough to contend with, now you got to worry about a quarterback that could do what he just did. Took the ball himself for a big run.
So 1st down from the 41. Setting up to throw. He's got it to him yet again, and that one is caught. And he's forced out of bounds after picking up about 7. Offense is set. This is 2nd and 2. Shotgun handoff here for Judkins. And this great effort winds up getting him well into enemy territory before he's brought down. Offense up to the line fast.
That's another Browns
First down, and they go right back to it. And he powers through the middle for a gain of 4.
You know, Kate, it's plays like that. It's just kind of the meat and potatoes. Not going to make any highlight reel, but just the positive, efficient plays on the ground. You need to keep plays and drives alive.
Here's Judkins on second down. Keeps on moving into the red zone. And he's in. It's a Cleveland touchdown. The Browns take a second quarter lead. And this is Schmidt for the extra point. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Browns break that tie and now lead by 7.
Giants 14.
The Browns have it on the tee, and they will kick it away here. Return coming from the 6.
The Giants take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Giants lining things up. First and 10. They're going to throw here to begin the drive. He's throwing deep. Big gain downfield. And he's going to get this to the opposing 41. Give him 38 on that one. And it's good for a New York first down.
One thing we don't have in football is we don't have that radar gun. But if we did, Kate, this is the kind of throw, when you throw it that deep outside the numbers, that requires a serious fastball, serious arm strength, and he just showed it off.
So the big play gets him inside the opposing 45, Brock, with a new set of downs to boot. They'll throw here on first. Screen here for Gibbs. That screen sniffed out quickly, shut down behind the line.
He specializes in salvaging broken plays out of the backfield, but even he couldn't get anything out of that one, Kate. That defense, they were all over it.
They break the huddle. It's second down now. Trying to throw this from the gun. Downfield, that finds Shaheed. And they're going to stop him, but he got enough to make it first and goal from the 8.
I try to remind you a time or two, Kate, that you always got to start your read from the secondary forward. You got to see what the safeties are doing. If you're going to throw a ball in the middle third, deep downfield like that, you have to have tremendous awareness of where those safeties were, and the QB just nailed it.
First and goal. Here's Gibbs. So some defensive initiative in that goal to go, Brock. They take him down behind the line. Second and goal coming up.
There's corners in this league that really love to cover. There's corners in this league that really love to hit. Corners that can do both, those are the guys that make themselves some serious money.
Going the wrong way. It's second and goal now, back at the 12. Backfield is empty as they motion him out right. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Targets have far less room to work in this red zone, Brock, but down this close as a former quarterback, I'm just going to assume you got to feel like he should have been able to hold on through whatever.
Yeah, and every once in a while you get in that huddle and you remind him, now listen, guys, it's going to be contested. We know it's a physical game, all 100 yards up and into the red zone and end zone. But when you get down here, you've got to come up with contested catches, and he couldn't.
And it's incomplete on third and goal.
So far, this script, well, it's dictated some early looks for this running back, and now you're seeing the adjustment defensively. Not so easy on those checkdowns. Nowhere for that ball to go.
The offense staying on the field from a bit of a distance here. They're going for it on fourth and goal. They'll throw for it. And got his man. Touchdown, New York. The Giants can tie it up in the second after cutting into the lead. Man, Brock, that defense held up 3 straight plays. They just couldn't come up with the one final stop they needed to get off the field.
And how about this offense? Courage of the offense to run it back for one more snap and make the adjustments on 4th and goal to finally punch it in. Quite the mini little chess match we just saw play out over those last 4 plays.
Fielded at the 7. And this gets out to the 30 before he stopped.
Over first and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10. Working from the gun, it's Allen. Cut out left. Able to take this to about the 35. That's a gain of 5 on the play.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, and give your quarterback a chance.
Working now from the gun. Complete over the middle. And he's going to be brought down at the 42. They get 6 and a first down as well.
There's no question the greatest concern there was just getting the first down. You want a high percentage throw, and you're not really concerned about big yards. Well, the drag route was perfect. He comes open the short field. It's easy to zip that throw right in there and reset those chains.
On first down, Allen. Completed over the middle. And this is through the midfield stripe and onto the Giants side of the field.
That is a textbook first down completion. Sets up second and very manageable and creates space to take that shot downfield.
Allen gonna throw again. Caught by his running back, Judkins. And they're gonna have 1st and goal. He's out of bounds just shy of that 5-yard line. It's a huge pickup on the play. And now they have a 1st and goal.
And the Browns.
Plenty of points already, partner, as we have reached the 2-minute warning.
At the 7-yard
You're watching
line.
the NFL on EA Sports. Four downs to get this across. Here's 1st and goal.
Let's go. Nike, go.
Sign quarterback run here. And he's only able to power this forward for about 3 yards.
SOS. You hear me talk about it between the 20s a lot. Stay on schedule. But it comes into play 1st and goal situations too. Because a run like that now, well, it leaves that whole playbook wide open for you.
So from the 3, here's 2nd and goal. It's Judkins again. And the defense stands him up again right at the line. The Giants using their first time out.
No gain on the
And they'll
play.
take a moment to ponder what the call's going to be on 3rd down.
That's twice now where runs have not gotten them into the end zone, but you've kind of set yourself up. Actually, you set yourself up really well for a little play action right here.
Judkins. Ooh, no luck. He tried. He was fighting, but they send him backwards on 3rd and goal. Timeout called, and that's going to be the 2nd for New York. So the offense staying on the field from a bit of a distance here. They're going for it on 4th and goal. They'll go. Allen. He's got it. Touchdown, Cleveland. The Browns get some late points and the lead. And this is Schmidt for the extra point. Right down the middle. It's good. And the Browns break that tie and now lead by 7.
28. Giants 21.
The Browns have it on the tee, and they will kick it away here. And that one hit the landing zone first, and And into the end zone, so it's going to be a touchback out to the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
New York to the line, 1st and 10. Airing it out to start this drive. Taking a deep shot there on 1st down. Okay, no luck connecting. It's incomplete.
There's the importance of staying in phase as a defender. He was all over him in coverage, and that really did help force the incompletion.
And nothing doing after the catch, but a good gain on it. They're down to the 35. The Giants moving quickly. They're in the hurry up here. They give to Gibbs on the option. And that carry only gets one on the plunge up the gut.
Sometimes just feel like in the background of every ho-hum run is a bigger play that just needed one more component. Hit that extra block a little longer, find the lane quicker. The defender may be a half step late, and this could have been much, much more exciting.
He finds Neighbors right side. And he's down after getting this up to the 41. The Giants are going to call their final timeout here. And that's all they've got for what little remains of this half. Here they go, getting set for 3rd and 4. Rolling from the gun here. And he's off the mark there. Too far behind him to adjust. That brings up 4th down.
That one really stings, Kate, because you want to convert there and not only keep this drive going for points, but because now you're giving your opponent a chance to go pad that lead before halftime. That's a no-no.
They go to punt on 4th down, and out heads. Oh, wow, the puncher's keeping this one. It's a fake. And he's hauled down before he can pay off that gamble, as their creativity is rewarded with a turnover on downs.
Well, they tried the fake, but no one was fooled. Defenders saw right through that attempt to sell that punt. Clearly, this squad did their homework this week, and they knew that was coming on 4th down.
Well, his first real mistake, that's intercepted. Jeremy Chin has got it. And the Giants are going to have it after his 2nd interception of the season.
At their own 41-yard line.
Good starting field position for the Giants as they head up 1st and 10. They'll go play action. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Well-timed strike by that defender to knock it free. So it's 2nd down coming up. Going to throw out of the gun. He's going to loft one deep to the left. Lays out for this one. Oh, what a catch! One of the game's biggest plays right there as they get the markers reset.
The analytics are pretty clear. It's hard to move the ball in this league with short little dinks and dunks. You've got to get the explosive jump. You've got to get the big play. And that throw to the outside, that gets the job done.
Oh, they got it. Intercepted along the goal line. Picked off by Carson Schlesinger.
Well, that's it right there. That's the resilience and the mental toughness that every coach wants to see from his defense. Not a great spot for him. Backed up close enough that they're going to get shots taken in the end zone. But instead of collapsing under pressure, they rose up and they created the takeaway.
Just 2 seconds left in the half as we get a timeout. All right, this is going to be the play that takes us to halftime. Throwing here just before halftime. He's going deep. He's got it deep downfield.
playbook. I don't think I've seen a play designated for a 99-yard touchdown, but you will take it. That defense, they're over-aggressive, and the offense made a pay, and made a pay in a big-time way.
And this is Schmidt for the extra point. And the kick is good, so they add 7 to their lead on the final play of our first half. That's halftime of this contest. We'll join both teams in taking a short break. More of the NFL on EA Sports in just a moment. The Browns have it on the tee, and they will kick it away here. Starting from the 5. Good work so far. He's got room. Field flipping effort there as he's brought down on the opposite side of the 50.
The longer I do this, Kate, certainly at the NFL level, you feel how important those minutes are going into half, how important they are coming out of half, especially when you're looking at a deficit they are. This is exactly how you want to start the second half.
Not deterred by that pick. He's throwing again. That's a downfield work in the left. And they're going to bring him down as he makes it all the way to the 12. That goes for 32 yards. And the Giants are going to have the first down. Offensive line fast.
It's a gain of 32. First down, Giants.
Here's a design run. And this is brought to a halt pretty early at about the 8. It's a gain of 3 for him. That brings up 2nd and 7.
I can promise you, that's not what it looked like on the practice field nor on the whiteboard. Typically, QB run is going to net you a whole lot more yardage than that. But let's give some credit. Strong effort by that defensive front who contained a play that typically goes for a whole lot more.
Flushed out of the pocket. Oh, shouldn't let that one go. It's intercepted. And the Browns will take over as he records his first interception of our season. Now that right there, that is rising to the occasion in the red zone, partner. Could have saved 3 points there, maybe twice that with that interception.
You know, these defenders, they're willing to bend and bend. These offenses are so good in this league, and they know how critical the red zone is. And when you get an interception like that, you just break. You break the will of that offense and the confidence, and those are big time. You're right. Put some points on the board for that defense with that effort.
Throwing now on first down, Allen. A little screen pass for Judkins. And this is a tough one. Get back at his own 2-yard line for the loss.
That pass, it did put him in a position where he had to shake a defender. That's all you want. Give me a one-on-one. And he is capable of doing it, but not against that dude. That defender could not be shook, and he knocked him back across the line.
Barely outside of their own end zone. It's 2nd and long.
319, 152. Half 85, half 85.
From his own end zone, Allen. Completed to his running back. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down.
Rhythm. You hear me talk about rhythm a lot. Whether it's a golf swing, a baseball swing, heck, even a bowler gets himself into rhythm. And I'm just telling you, Kate, from experience, these little throws to running backs, it's one of the best things to get your offense into rhythm and a nice little gain on top of it.
Allen on 3rd and short. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Ball and defender arrived at the exact same time there. And that leaves them with 4th and 5. And he gets it away from his end zone. Looking to return from the 29. And he gets his guys a few yards before they bring him down on the return.
At their own 34-yard line.
So they'll head up here 1st and 10 from the 34.
Here we go, here we go.
He's got it to him yet again, and that one is caught.
Every once in a while, it's fine to be conservative on first down, especially when you get enough to stay on schedule and get a little something coming out of it, too.
At the 38-yard line.
Defender's there, and he forces the incompletion. Good play to bring about this 3rd down.
Such a big part of that breakup, Kate, or any breakup as a corner, is your positioning relative to the target. And really, the timing of it all. You could be in the right spot, but if you don't time it, that ball is still caught at this league. That corner played that one nearly perfectly.
He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete.
You never, ever, as an offense, like 3-and-outs, Kate, but you really don't like them on third down when you throw into tight coverage like that. Got to manufacture a better look.
And before that return amounts to much, they bring him down. Cleveland about ready to go. Here's 1st and 10. Here's Judkins to begin the drive. And they love to see him fighting forward, but he only gets him 3.
That is simply a stay-on-schedule kind of run. Nothing more, nothing less, just right on schedule.
2nd and 6.
They'll come up after that 4-yard gain. It's 2nd and 6. Another one for Judkins. He's able to drive that pile about a yard. Brian Burns coming up with the stop. So now here's 3rd and 5. From the shotgun, it's Allen. Finds him over the middle. And this one's brought to a halt at the 36-yard line. 6 yards on the play and enough for a first.
Sure seems like he knew exactly what he wanted, and he got it, going right where he wanted to with the ball off the snap.
First and 10. Here's Allen. Gets this to Harold Fannin Jr. Complete. And they have somebody there for that quick stop, but a nice completion gets him across midfield. The end result there, 15 yards and a first.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
From the gun, Judkins. And he only manages one. Couple of defenders there to bring him down.
Okay, this is why you got to be careful to just run it always on 1st down. You got to break your tendencies. The casual fan, well, that casual fan knew what was coming, but more importantly, this defensive front did too.
Operating from the gun, it's Allen. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's going to be drugged down. Looks like that 37-yard line. They come through with a nice gain there. Gain of 10, 1st down.
You know, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap 1st down.
We've set it downs from the 37. It's a design run for Allen. Oh, he lost the football. It's picked up by the Giants. And they can't cobble a return together, but they do have the football. They've got it on their side of the field.
You could almost feel the eyes of those defenders like saucers. They see a quarterback in the open field, and all they want to do is knock him out. Or in this case, knock the ball loose. Job well done.
Motion man sent left. They're going to throw now, following the turnover. Oh, brother, it's another interception. Denzel Ward makes the play. Well, okay, I guess we've got a couple of very giving teams today, Brock. One side coughs it up with a fumble, then the other side graciously hands it right back with the interception.
Hey, listen, if you like playmaking defenses, then you like this game right here. These defenses, they're the ones supplying the big plays, and they're putting their stamp on this game.
Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that 1st down play.
Made it all look so simple, didn't he? That linebacker sorting right through the traffic, finding the runner. That's instincts come to life.
Another game to Judkins. Still has some space inside the 35. And he's in. It's a Cleveland touchdown. The Browns lengthen the lead at the end of the 3rd. Wow, just sensational speed from the back that time, Brock. He found a seam, got through it, and that one is no good. Didn't even come very close to sneaking that one in, so leave that score as is. The Browns have it on the tee, and they will kick it away here. This return starts at the 5. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25-yard line. Starting out with an empty backfield, Brock. Here they come. 1st and 10. Shaking off the pick quickly. He's going to throw. And they pick him off again. Picked off by Tyson Campbell. And he's into the end zone. Cleveland with a pick 6. I think it's safe to say, Brock, this defense isn't just trying to defend a lead. They are trying to eliminate all doubts. And to that end, big play to take that interception back for 6.
I think it's very easy for fans to see when an offense goes dormant and conservative and plays it safe. But defenses fight the same challenge, Cade, and kudos to that defensive coordinator. Don't be reckless, but this defense has earned the right to be aggressive.
Power squib kick is taken in. And a decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30. Offense showing trips out wide as they get set for this 1st and 10. Back to the air following that pick 6. And he gets leveled just before he reaches the marker, and that hit prevents a 1st down.
Kid, if you've heard me say it once, you've heard me say it 100 times. Completions, completions, completions. Well, that wasn't a pass. It was a scramble. But the Nets, the same thing, keeping this offense on schedule.
A little bit of big completion block, if not for that meddling defender who knocked it away. That sets up 3rd down.
You know, it's one thing to tell a quarterback not to telegraph a pass. It's quite another to fundamentally do the right things. You got to use your eyes to move defenders in this league, especially on your primary target.
Looking to throw on 3rd and 1. He puts some air under it deep down the left. And it is incomplete. We'll get big on the final play of our 3rd quarter. Nothing comes from it as we hit the break. Now can't blame him looking at that scoreboard, right? Might as well go for this on 4th down. Desperation time here. And that's going to wind up incomplete as their gamble doesn't pay off. They're going to turn this one over on downs. New set of downs for them. They'll start at the 38.
Regular. 56. Hey, tight.
1st down throw for Allen. Going deep here for the end zone. And he makes the play at full extension. That's a touchdown. The Browns continue piling it on here in the 4th. And the point after is good by Schmidt. And the Browns continue piling on to this lead.
Giants 21.
The Browns have it on the tee, and they will kick it away here. Return starts at the 3. And he doesn't make it far at all. They bottle him up immediately.
1st and 10 at their own 3-yard line.
All right, working from the gun to start. 1st and 10. Here's a counter give to Gibbs. And he'll be brought down just as he gets it up to the 24. It's a gain of 21 yards to pick up that 1st down.
Kate, you know by now I'm not shy about referencing movies during a game, and that run, that was a picture-perfect script. You get the defense thinking one thing, looking one way, then bang! You surprise them with a twist, head the other way for a big run.
Oh, he was on the move, but so was the defense, and they take him down. And that sack drives him in the wrong direction, partner, ahead of this second down. To throw. An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw, but it's incomplete.
I hate to be Mr. Negative guy, but a sack 2 plays ago, an incompletion right there. All that's missing, Kate, is an interception on this play, and you're going to hand this quarterback a misfortune trifecta that nobody wants.
Here he goes, 3rd and long. Lobs this deep down the middle. And they pick him up again! A lot of space ahead. Spins right by him. And the Browns get the football as he makes his 3rd interception of this season.
You could feel them, Kate. You could feel the convoy. They were going. They thought they might have another one, but unfortunately, not another touchdown. But you know what? Not going to stop them from celebrating in another big game-changing play.
Browns look just about ready, Brock. Here comes 1st and 10. Handoff now to Judkins. And they try to power it forward, but only a couple of yards there.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on 2nd.
Judkins up the middle. Hop behind the line here on 2nd down, which is only going to make things tougher for this 3rd down coming up.
This is one of those situations, Kate, where I watch the body language of the running backs because it'd be very easy for him to raise his hands up, look to the sideline in his O-line and go, what am I supposed to do there? There was nothing, no time at all.
It isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And a couple of really good plays, Brock, made back-to-back behind the line to bring up 4th down. So the Browns sending out Andre Schmidt on this 4th down. And this isn't going to do it. The kick is no good. And they're unable to pile another 3 onto that lead.
Something I would have never said 20 years ago, Kate, when I started this business, but it rattles through my big old noggin now. That miss really has an effect on fantasy football owners more than anybody else. Imagine the poor soul, somewhere, anywhere, who ends up losing in fantasy this week, specifically because of that miss.
Fighting for all he can, partner, but this play is not going to get past the line. It's going to be 3rd down.
No gain on the play, and it's 3rd down.
From the pistol, it's Gibbs. They're holding strong here. The defense gets him at the line. That's going to bring up 4th down.
He's brought down at the 37-yard line. A gain of only a yard.
Down big, they're going to exhaust all options, it appears. The offense lining up to go for this. 4th down, pass coming. Lasers this one deep down the middle. Oh no, they get him yet again! Picked off by Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah. And the Browns will take over as he records his 1st interception of our season.
Well, we're watching the defense not just generate turnovers, but really add to them. A return like that, think about it. That's 4 or 5 plays that you just saved your offense from as they try to make that interception, yet another one, count.
Well, even a great game is going to have its lesser moments. He can't get anything out of that carry. Stop for no gain. 1st down run netted him nothing. Here is 2nd and 10.
At the 37-yard line.
Play action now with Allen. Looking downfield, and Fannin has it. Tackle made at the 10. 1st and goal coming up.
You know I love those chunk completions. They're so critical. Those chunk plays, they lead statistically so often to scoring. And then when you get it to a tight end and play action, it's just a little icing on the cake.
And that right there is the start of what could be a goal line stand. They hit him for a loss on 1st and goal. Back to the line they come, 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and goal. at the Giants' 12-yard
Hey,
line.
19! What's that?
He gets it again. And his defense standing tall. They keep him out of the end zone. He got maybe a yard there, so a long 3rd and goal coming up.
A gain of 1 yard on the play.
So that brings us to the 2-minute warning in Cleveland. Browns nearing their 2nd win in the campaign. 3rd and goal now as they try to pile on further.
What's that?
They'll pitch it out to Judkins. And the scoring will never end. It's another touchdown. The Browns continue adding to an insurmountable lead. And this is Schmidt for the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Browns grow their lead yet again.
Browns 62, Giants 21.
The Browns have it on the tee, and they will kick it away here. Starting from the 5.
Can't have this, man. That's just something you never, ever see at this level. That's a complete failure of operation, not just by the returner, but the return team in general. And now, instead of getting to your normal offense, you got to find some way, somehow, to dig yourself out of this hole.
Back to work after throwing the pick. Oh, look at this. Here he goes. And he will have this across that 40-yard line before they manage to stop it. They're going to move the chains after a big play. 39 yards. Gotta hurry this to the line.
First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
First down. Play action. Oh, brother. It's another interception. And the Browns take over on his 5th interception of the season.
You know, my dad was my old high school coach. He's a play caller. He's an offensive guy. And after days like this, and I remember one in particular, he'd say, son, some days peanuts, some days shells. This has been nothing but a bunch of shells for this quarterback today.
This is Judkins. This drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line. The line between safeties and linebackers gets real blurred on plays like that, Brock. He handled that one just like a Mike would have.
Yeah, if injuries were to ever crop up, Kate, I bet he could handle the linebacker spot for them as well. Just tremendous diagnosis and that run support.
Pickup of 7 yards on the play. That's going to bring up 3rd and 5.
The difference right there, Kate, between that gain and a big hit for a loss, some really quick decision-making. He made a quick read, saw the running back was going to get hit if he handed it, and he pulls it himself for a positive gain.
Third down run from Judkins. And he's going to have this down to the 42-yard line. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12. First down from the 42.
That's good for a Browns first down. First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
What's that?
On the give, here's Judkins. And the power play up the gut only results in 2 yards. The Giants using their first time out. Following that little 2-yard run, it's 2nd and 8. Judkins running between the tackles. Nice cut back to the right sideline. And he goes out of bounds. That's going to set up 1st and goal.
No frills, nothing fancy. That was just a good old offensive line dominated in the trenches. And that sprung him to get to the 2nd level and beyond.
So the Browns come away with the win. And this is exactly how they wanted to go into that bye week, partner. With